Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So friends, welcome you all again to this wonderful session of Advanced Ayurveda and Ayurveda again, the KYP. Well, before I go into the nitty-gritties of this, let me share you some of the updates of what is happening in the US. I think everybody knows this. February the 22nd, 2021, it's a D-Day actually. 500,000 coronavirus deaths under a year, an unthinkable milestone. So this is what one of the articles had to publish. 500,000 deaths in US. So probably, more than World War. That is what the statistics is all about. I mean, it has become, the pandemic has really shown its ability to kill people, probably in a country like US. So 500,000 coronavirus deaths under a year. It's still not 1 year. Probably in the month of March, the 1 year is marked. So 500,000 deaths is quite high. See, it might be because of various other variants that we were speaking of, most of the times. It is not only one variant of coronavirus. It might be the other variants as well, which has caused this problem. So this is one, bad news, but, good news is also there that the vaccinations are going on. And we probably hope that, everybody gets the vaccine and then the disease disappears, the pandemic disappears. That is what everyone is hoping for. But this is still a very, very, a dangerous thing which has happened for the whole human race, probably at this technological, era of 2020. So this is how a disease or a pandemic can destroy the immunity of a person and kill him. So this is what exactly coronavirus has done to us. Well, going ahead, friends, another important article which appeared in the USA Today on 22nd of February 2021. Why get COVID-19 vaccination if you still have to wear a mask? See, this is one question that people are actually asking, not only in the US, but also in a country like India, after the vaccinations are given. So why exactly people are asking this question, in fact? So why they are actually asking, why to wear a mask or why to follow social distancing? See, the answer is simple here. Vaccination just protects you from getting sick. This is what the health experts say. I think I have repeated this in one of my other sessions as well. Getting the disease is something else, and getting sick with the disease is something else. Everybody of us suffer from common cold or cough, but getting sick with the cough or getting down with the fever is very important. It is not only getting the disease is important. See, our immunity fights out the disease, but getting sick with the disease, the immunity is fighting against it, but it is not able to succeed. That is where the point of immunity actually comes in, my dear friends. So that is the reason why even now the World Health Organization tells that even if you take a shot of COVID-19, 1 or 2 shots of COVID-19 vaccine, but still you are vulnerable to get the disease. But getting sick from the disease is reduced. This is very important. That is the reason why what vaccination does is it increases the antibodies in your body, in your blood. So when these antibodies are increased, these antibodies can readily fight against the virus. Suppose if you come in contact with a virus or a bacteria or whatever the pathogen is, your antibodies which are produced because of this vaccine, they will fight against these viruses, which means that only for some period of time. It is not permanently, my dear friends. Again, you should note that these vaccinations have a shelf life. These vaccinations have an expiry inside your body. So what exactly happens here is, that is the reason why the boosters are given, the first shot and the second shot. So the vaccinations will have its own time to function inside the body. After that, the vaccinations will wear off. They get degraded. The vaccinations degrade a lot. So that is the reason why even after vaccinations, we need to protect ourselves with the gloves or the mask or maintain social distancing. Getting disease, it's in nobody's hands because we don't have microscopic eyes. So we'll not be able to look at the viruses or the bacteria. But viruses can affect us, but getting sick with the viruses can definitely be defeated by the use of vaccinations. So this is what the health experts are saying across the world. But why I'm telling you this point again is, irrespective of whatever the vaccines which are given to us, our own immunity is the only tool which can protect us. So that is where the whole point is ending with. To improve your immunity, always use immune boosting supplements on a regular basis, which will boost up your innate immunity or the internal immunity, which is much more better than the antibodies which are released. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So friends, that is where the concept of herd immunity comes in again. Already, when a certain set of population, when certain, a percentage of population is inoculated or immunized against the disease, it is seen that, it is foreseen that the rest of the population will not be affected by the disorder, which is still not true. The World Health Organization clearly says that it might be true at some point of time, but people will get diseases, but they will not get sick with the diseases. That is where the point of immunity comes in. I hope my point is clear to everybody now. By consuming the immune boosting supplements, sometimes the diseases might come, but you will not get sick with the diseases. Getting down with the diseases will not happen. This is where the point of immune boosting supplements play a very important role. Even though the herd immunity is obtained, it is always important for you all to protect yourselves with innate immunity, the best of the natural immunity, so that even though you get the disease, you will not get sick with the disease. I hope my point is clear. So again, as you all know that Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is based on advanced ancient Ayurveda. In fact, ancient Ayurveda is a system of medicine which was found around 1500 BC. In fact, Ayurveda is one of the oldest systems of alternative practice that is prevailing across the planet. So unlike other traditional medicinal systems, Ayurveda is more focused on simple and logical therapies. So it is not only the point that Ayurveda is something like only the medicinal plants. Ayurveda is in fact a lifestyle in itself. It is called as a lifestyle medicine, in fact. So that is what Ayurveda is all about. In fact, what is the basis of Ayurveda? It is clearly said that Ayurveda is preventive in nature, Ayurveda is holistic in nature, Ayurveda is alternative in nature, and Ayurveda is complementary in nature as well, which means that it emphasizes the importance of physical health, nutritional health, environmental health, emotional, social, spiritual, and lifestyle values. So not only this, Ayurveda also encompasses a lot of medicinal plants, which we call it as drugs, and surgical options were also available if no other alternative exists. So which means that not only concentrating on the lifestyle values, it also has an armory of medicinal plants or the botanical ingredients which provide us the holistic health benefits, my dear friends. So this is what Ayurveda is all about. It is preventive, it is holistic, it is alternative, and Ayurveda is complementary in nature also. Well, the similar thing the World Health Organization has repeated 100 years back. Health is a state of physical, mental, social, financial, and spiritual well-being. The same thing, whatever was told in Ayurveda, has been reiterated by the World Health Organization as well. So health is not only physical in nature, it should be encompassing the 100% mental health as well. The social health also plays a very important role. The financial health and the spiritual well-being, everything put together is called as a 360-degree concept of health, which is again, health is always called as temporary, but wellness is always permanent in nature. So everybody needs wellness here. Health can come today, it might turn into a disease tomorrow, but the permanent health is actually called as wellness. That is what everyone is targeting here, my dear friends. As a part of Indus Viva, we are in fact spreading the concept of wellness across the globe. Well, what is the objective of wellness? Hippocrates, who is the father of modern medicine, he also had a point to put here. Let food be the medicine and medicine be the food. So whenever our daily diet, our routine diet is encompassing all kinds of elements in it, it might be the vitamins, the minerals, and so on. When it is there in the optimum concentrations, you don't have to take medicines because you will never fall sick if you are consuming that kind of a diet. But is it really possible to consume that kind of food? Absolutely not, because our food is contaminated today. Our food contains a lot of colors, preservatives, pesticides, and so on. And genetically modified foods in the US, it's also a very important thing. Not only in the US, across the globe these days, we have something called as the GM, the genetically modified foods which are available just for the production of the yield, the cultivars. The more cultivation happens because of the genetically modified foods. Such foods, when it is taken in, automatically leads to a lot of disease. And that is the reason why we resort ourselves to a lot of medications these days. So whenever our diet is improper, it is always important for us to supplement the diet with wonderful products like Ayurveda. And that is the reason why the product Ayurveda is actually called as a dietary supplement in the US market. So we are supplementing our diet with this alternative supplement, which will not lead to any kind of side effects or adverse effects in the people. So it can be taken along with any kind of a medication or a supplement or along with your diet without worrying much about the side effects. So this is what is called as a dietary supplement in the United States market, my dear friends. So going ahead, as you all know that Ayurveda and yoga always go hand in hand. In fact, there is a system of medication called as Swasthavritta in Ayurveda, which is nothing but yoga. In fact, almost all the concepts of yoga are available in the textbooks of Ayurveda. In fact, Ayurveda is older than yoga. Why I am telling you this point is yoga has gained a lot of universal importance today. People are celebrating yoga across the world, especially in the United States. People know a lot about yoga. They are practicing yoga on a daily basis. In fact, Ayurveda is also older than that, and Ayurveda has also got universal recognition today, and especially in a country like United States, it is recognized a lot. And of course, Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is based on advanced Ayurveda, which I'm going to tell you in the next slide now, in the further slides. So in fact, Sushruta Samhita, one of the important textbooks of Ayurveda, written by Sushruta himself in 500 BC. So in fact, it also talks about the concept of wellness. So health is, as I told you, health is always temporary in nature. Wellness is always permanent in nature. So health is always converted into something called as wellness. So health is the perfect balance of properly functioning life forces. Your life forces has to be proper. Your metabolic health needs to be updated all the time. So your metabolism always impairs from minute to minute. Your metabolism will not be the same throughout the day. Your metabolism in the morning will be low. In the afternoon, it will be very high. In the evening, it reduces a bit. Your metabolism will always be reducing here and there. Or alteration of metabolism always happens. So structural health plays a very important role. And of course, the excretory system should also have the clarity along with sense organs together with mind and consciousness. All these things put together, it is called as advanced, it's called as wellness. I hope the point is clear here, which means that health is something which is very temporary, whereas wellness is something which encompasses all these factors from the life forces together with mind and consciousness. All these things, when they are in harmony, then only we call this as a point of wellness. And that is what Ayurveda actually speaks about wellness, my dear friends. I hope my point is clear to everyone. So in fact, Ayurveda is very ancient in nature, whereas advanced Ayurveda, when you see, is very advanced in nature, which means that advanced Ayurveda, which is scientifically validated Ayurveda, is one important USP of Indus Viva. It's not only our unique selling proposition, it is a holistic proposition as well. So in fact, we are trying to spread this advanced Ayurveda across the globe. So we cannot explain traditional Ayurveda in traditional terminologies, which might not reach people. In the sense, people will not be able to understand these things in a very traditional way. Whereas whenever we are talking about ancient Ayurveda, it is very difficult for everyone to perceive and understand it. But advanced Ayurveda is one such thing, which is a modernized form of ancient Ayurveda, where it's a gift of Indus Viva to the whole world, my dear friends. So, transformation from traditional Ayurveda to modernized healthcare supplement products, which we also call this as the hybrid research. See, normally this encompasses the safety of the product, the efficacy of the product, and the proof of concept. Why I'm telling you this is a lot of studies go into this ancient Ayurveda to make it advanced, so which mainly encompasses sourcing of the medicinal plants, which is nothing but sourcing of the raw materials. The raw materials form a very important step here. The raw materials, in fact, are the medicinal plants. They are either the wet medicinal plants or the dry medicinal plants. Both of them are there in Ayurveda, in fact. We also use a lot of fruit pulps. We also use a lot of herbal extracts which are dry. We also use a lot of fresh plants as well, which means that it is encompassing a lot of medicinal plants which are nothing but the raw materials. So we need to stabilize them. So we will do a lot of stability studies. We do a lot of chemical profiling. We do a lot of instrumentation analysis. We do a lot of microbiological studies, which means that it encompasses a list of studies which starts from the raw materials till the launch of the product. So in a scientifically validated way. So that is what is exactly called as advanced Ayurveda, my dear friends. This is in a nutshell. So going ahead, not only this point of scientific validation through instruments or chemical profiling, we do a lot of animal experiments as well as the human trials as well. Well, normally, as per the international norms, animal studies cannot be done for cosmetic products. See, whatever the products that you are applying on your skin, otherwise called as a cosmetic products, animal testing is banned. But for an internal product, animal testing is always done, my dear friends. Why I am telling you this point is I would like to give you a simple example here. Ayurveda, in fact, has undergone a lot of safety studies now, so far as the animal studies and the in vitro testing is concerned. So, for example, what we do is safety study in an animal or an in vitro model. I'm not talking about the human beings. I'm just talking about the animals as well as the cells. So what we normally do is we do a safety analysis on the liver toxicity. Liver is the most important organ in our body, which is prone to toxicity. Whatever medications you are taking in, even right now, whatever the medicines you are using, it has the liver as well as the kidney toxicity first. When these two organ toxicities are ruled out, automatically the person will not have any toxicity issues in the body. So this is where we are actually working on right now. So Ayurveda will be tested on animals as well as the in vitro assays, which are nothing but the cell line studies, especially for ruling out the toxicity on the liver and the kidneys. So that is very important. So far as the human beings are concerned, it will be directly tested on the human beings so that we will rule out the liver and kidney toxicities, which are very important, so that you can proudly say outside that the product is safe for the human use. So this is what is exactly happening as a part of the clinical trials, my dear friends. I hope my point is clear to everyone. So once we have the data with us, definitely we will be able to provide you the data as well. So going ahead, so Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is preventive in nature. Ayurveda is holistic in nature. Ayurveda is alternative in nature and Ayurveda is complementary in nature as well, which means that Ayurveda is having a lot of preventive attributes. As I told you, immunity is one such thing which has to be built over a period of time. It cannot, be serendipity in nature, which means that you cannot have immunity all at once. It cannot appear from the skies. So it should be developed inside your body over a period of time. So for that, prevention is very important. When your body is fighting against the diseases on a regular basis, it is very important for us to consume these immune boosting supplements on a regular basis. As you all know that we are all exposed to the viruses outside. Leave coronavirus apart. There are other viruses which you are inhaling on a day-to-day basis. So that is the reason why regular consumption of immune boosting supplements always play a very important role so far as prevention is concerned. Second thing is, Ayurveda is a product which is holistic in nature, which means that Ayurveda is a complete product. It is not only an organ-oriented or a tissue-oriented product, my dear friends. It is a complete product, which means that it has its health benefits from the head till the toe. Ayurveda is also called as alternative product, which means that it can be taken along with any other medication or health supplement or a dietary supplement without worrying much about the side effects. And it is a complementary product as well, which means that it has multiple health benefits. So these are the attributes of this wonderful product called as Ayurveda, my dear friends. So going ahead, as you all know that Ayurveda is a 100% natural formulation, which is propelled by the ancient Ayurveda, but validated by modern science and technology. See, Ayurveda contains two important parts. The first part is the goodness of the 4 Ayurvedic composite formulations. The second part is it contains the richness of the 15 antioxidant fruits. These are the two important parts which are available in this wonderful product, Ayurveda. So most of the people still have a doubt that mostly it appears on our social media. What is the difference between iPulse and Ayurveda? It's a simple difference. iPulse is purely an Indian product, which is also going to be launched in the country of Bangladesh very shortly. As you all know that the company is also opening its launch operations, a soft launch in Bangladesh on 27th of February, wherein we'll be launching this wonderful product iPulse. So iPulse is a product which contains the benefits of 15 antioxidant fruits. Only 15 antioxidant fruits, my dear friends. It doesn't have the goodness of the 4 Ayurvedic composite formulations. whereas Ayurveda contains the goodness of 4 Ayurvedic composite formulations along with the 15 antioxidant fruits. I hope my point is clear to everyone. So this is how Ayurveda looks like. This is purely a product which is manufactured in the USA, whereas it has its roots back in India. The raw materials are supplied from India. The manufacturing of the finished product happens in the United States of America. This is how Ayurveda is manufactured. We are manufacturing it in a facility called as the Vaco Bottling Limited, which is a factory which is present in the state of Texas in the US. In fact, they have a dedicated manufacturing line for this wonderful product called as Ayurveda. In fact, they have given us a dedicated line. And even now, as I speak, the product is getting manufactured in the United States of America. So this is how Ayurveda is actually getting manufactured there. And this is how the supplement facts are disclosed for Ayurveda. See, the point here is the US FDA has a segment called as the complementary and alternative medications. We call this as a CAM, the complementary and the alternative medications under the US FDA. It talks about Ayurveda. It has Siddha, the Unani, the homeopathy, the Tibetan medicine, the traditional Chinese medicine, and so on. So what it tells is the product has to be manufactured in the US, which is registered with the US FDA. It has to be manufactured in a factory which is registered with the US FDA, which we are complying with. And it also has another obligation, which means the supplement fact table has to be disclosed, which contains all the ingredients in the composition, which we have done. So these are the two major concerns of the US FDA, which has been fulfilled by Indus Viva Inc. So this is what is exactly called as the labeling of the US, especially for the complementary and the alternative medications. And Ayurveda fits into that, my dear friends. So going ahead, so Ayurveda is a wonderful immune boosting supplement. In fact, the immunity is not only confined to your lungs, my dear friends, but immunity is present all over your body. Each and every cell of the human body has this wonderful point of immunity. So in fact, what exactly happens here is immunity is one thing which is associated with your mucous membranes. Mucous membranes are nothing but the membranes which are present in your oral cavity or the mouth. It starts from the mouth, ends with the anal canal. So this is what the mucous membranes are. These are very soft membranes wherein it is exposed to some hazardous environment. Whatever the food that we are taking in, whatever the drinks that we are drinking, everything passes through the mucous membranes. And this is the organ which has to stay intact. So any hazardous effect to the mucous membranes, your immunity will be affected. I'll tell you a simple example. Most of us, all of us, in fact, would have suffered a mouth ulcer. We call this a stomatitis or mouth ulcers regularly. We will be having it. Even when the temperature is high outside, whenever you have deep summers in a country like India or somewhere in the state of Texas in the summer months, probably you will have your mouth ulcers, in fact. In fact, mouth ulcer is one of the indication of the immune deficiency. So it is not something like a disease or something, but most of us will have stomatitis, which is quite common actually. And some people take some multivitamin supplements and then it subsides. Why I'm telling you this is mouth ulcers are happening on the mucous membranes, because that is one area where your immunity is actually shown out. Your deficiency in the immunity is put out in the form of mouth ulcers. So that is how I'm giving you an example of how the mucous membranes are actually associated with the immunity points. So lymphatic vessels, the lymph also carries a lot of immune fluids. Thymus is also another important organ, which most of us do not know. Thymus is there. It's an organ which regulates your immunity. Your skin is also a major source of immunity, my dear friends. Skin, which is considered as the largest organ of the human body. It is not the smallest organ. Skin is the largest organ of the human body, which is exposed outside. None of the other organs, apart from your nostrils, your mouth, your teeth, your skin, your eyes, everything is intact. It's inside the human body. Whereas some of these sense organs are only outside the human body. So that is why, they are vulnerable. They're fighting against so many things without any protection. See, that is the reason why immunity always plays a very important role so far as the sense organs are concerned. Skin is one of the major tactile sense organs. So apart from this, bone marrow is also one of the important organs where the immunity is regulated. Tonsils, which are present in your throat, also regulates immunity. They are also exposed to a lot of conditions wherein the inflammation of the tonsils happen. We call this as a tonsillitis, which means that your body is fighting against some kind of a viral pathogen or a bacterial pathogen. Lymph nodes again are present across the human body, which are protecting you against various conditions. Spleen is another organ which is present on the left part of the abdomen. In fact, spleen also protects you against various conditions. So this is where the point of immunity is actually helping us out in understanding, the vulnerable areas of the human body where this is important. So in fact, whenever you consume the immune boosting supplement like Ayurveda, these are some of the major vital organs which are getting protected by the consumption of this wonderful immune boosting supplement so that your body can fight against various harmful pathogens, my dear friends. I hope my point is clear to everyone. So going ahead, so Ayurveda contains 50 herbal ingredients, 50 time-tested, evidence-based traditional ingredients, which are sourced from 4 Ayurvedic formulations and antioxidant fruits, which are known to have preventive attributes towards degenerative ailments. This is very important, which means that 50 herbal ingredients, it is not 1 or 2, it has 50 herbal ingredients along with the goodness of the antioxidant fruits, which means that Ayurveda is a very thick formulation. Whenever you see the body or the texture of Ayurveda, it is probably thicker than iPulse. So if someone has consumed this, probably people in the US would have consumed this, or in India who have consumed this, they know this, it is thicker than Ayurveda. And the color is also quite different because it is having a pure herbal color, whereas in case of iPulse, it is not so. So, in fact, Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is based on the law of similarities. The law of similarity is something which is propounded in the ancient textbooks of Ayurveda, and it is also quite evident today, which means that law of similarities is based on the concept of Panchamahabhutas. These are the 5 basic elements which are present on the planet Earth. It might be space, it is the solid, it is the fire, it is the water and the air. The similar things are present inside the human body as well. So you have water inside the human body, you have water outside the human body as well. You have fire outside, you have fire inside the human body in the form of the hydrochloric acid, which is present in the stomach. You have fire everywhere. In fact, whenever you rub your palms, because of the friction, the fire is coming out, the heat is coming out, which means that your body has something which is fire, which is equivalent to fire. I'm not trying to tell that it is a fire which is coming out of a forest fire or something like that, or a kitchen fire. It is fire in the sense it is heat, in fact. So in fact, your body contains a lot of potassium. Your body contains a lot of phosphorus. So these things can burn. So whenever you're rubbing your palms, the phosphorus can be released. So this is how, the body has chemicals which are present outside the body as well. So which means that the law of similarities is holding good even today. So, and that is how the perception of, the Ayurveda also started, and it is evident even now. The first and the foremost important ingredient which is present in this wonderful product Ayurveda is called as the Saraswata Churnam. Saraswata Churnam also contains this wonderful ingredient called as Centella Asiatica as the major ingredient, which is also known as Brahmi, which is known for supporting brain health. Saraswata Churnam contains Centella Asiatica, otherwise called as Brahmi. We call this as Brahmi in the Indian parlance. So this is known for supporting the brain health. So whenever you look into the leaves of the Centella Asiatica, it resembles the human brain, the hemispheres of the human brain. You can see the left and the right hemisphere there. Similarly, the human brain also has the 2 hemispheres. So in fact, the Saraswata Churnam promotes self-confidence, positive thinking and fulfillment. It supports emotional stability as well. So it supports resistance to emotional stress. It enhances the memory, cognition, attention, and focus. In fact, these claims have not been validated by the US FDA, my dear friends. One such disclaimer is very important in a country like US, because the claims will not be validated by the US FDA because these are traditional claims. As I previously told you, these products are classified under the complementary and alternative medications of the US FDA, wherein the claims will not be validated by the US FDA because they are traditional and time-tested claims. I hope my point is clear to everyone. The next important ingredient which is present in the product Ayurveda is called as the Parthadirishtam. Parthadirishtam is also called as Terminalia Arjuna. In fact, Terminalia Arjuna is also known to protect the heart health, in fact. So in fact, the fruits of Terminalia Arjuna resembles the human heart. So in fact, the human heart is also having 4 chambers. In fact, the fruits of Terminalia Arjuna also has the 4 chambers. So this is how this wonderful ingredient has been seen by the ancient sages for protecting the heart health, my dear friends. So in fact, it provides total heart protection. It also has cholesterol protection. It balances the healthy ratio of LDL and HDL cholesterol. It strengthens the liver function. It improves bile secretion. It flushes excess cholesterol from the eliminative tract. It regulates fat metabolism. It purifies the blood and fat tissues. It flushes excess toxins out of the body. So this is how this wonderful ingredient Partha Adhirishtam is helping us out in protecting the heart health. Mainly it concentrates on the balancing of the bad cholesterol and the good cholesterol. Always the good cholesterol has to be more in the body. The bad cholesterol has to be less in the body. The bad cholesterol has to be eliminated out. The good cholesterol needs a build-up, which means that the good cholesterol has to be increased inside the body. We call this as the high density lipoprotein, which is the good cholesterol. The low density lipoprotein is called as the bad cholesterol. This is how this balancing of the cholesterol or the harmony between the bad and the good cholesterol can happen with this Partha Adhirishtam. The next ingredient which is present in this wonderful product Ayurveda is called as the Agel Marmelos or the Bilvadileham. It also contains the goodness of the wood apple. We call this as the bale fruit or the wood apple, which is known for protecting the gut health. So in fact, it supports the normal gut health because your gut is the first line of defense. As I previously told you, the mucous membranes, starting from the mouth till the anal canal. So this is one area where the immunity is actually playing around. Whenever you eat something which is very harsh, something which is very spicy and sharp, you normally suffer with mouth ulcers because your mucous membranes will not be able to take it. So that is how your immunity reduces and automatically the blisters come out, the stomatitis come out. This is how this particular thing can happen. So this is where the bacteria and your immune system meet first. It also keeps your gut healthy and it also gives you a wonderful life because whenever your gut is proper, your digestion will be proper. That is where the most important thing of Bilvadileham becomes a wonderful ingredient there to maintain your digestion as well as your digestive health, my dear friends. The fourth ingredient which is present in this wonderful product, Ayurveda, is actually called as the Panchanimba Churnam. In fact, the Panchanimba Churnam is known to protect the liver health. In fact, liver is one of the vulnerable organs in the human body, which is under pressure all the times. Even though you might not feel the pressure of liver by yourself, but the liver is feeling it. You know what? Liver is actually called as a sugar factory. You might have seen some sugar factories across the globe, in fact. The sugar cane is taken inside the factory and the sugar is produced. Similarly, liver is a sugar factory. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink is converted into sugar in the liver. We call this process as gluconeogenesis. Whenever the sugar content becomes more in the liver, the sugar enters into the bloodstream, and this we call this as the blood sugar. That is how the diabetes comes out, in fact. Your liver is a major organ associated with diabetes along with your pancreas. I hope my point is clear. That is the reason why the neem leaves, which are extremely bitter, is known for protecting the liver health. Because sugar is produced in the liver all the times and bitter is always against sugar. So the ancient people used to consume the neem leaves a lot just to regulate the sugar metabolism. They knew that whenever the sugar increases in the liver, you will get diabetes. That is why whenever you eat a lot of bitter things, your sugar will reduce. Sugar will always be antagonized by bitter. That is what is the importance of Panchanimba Churnam, which contains this wonderful neem leaves. The shape of the neem leaves resembles the human liver, my dear friends. So this particular Panchanimba Churnam protects healthy liver. So it gives you healthy liver. It detoxifies the liver, helps in maintaining the normal absorption, digestion, assimilation, and excretion processes. It purifies the blood and helps in maintaining the skin health also. This is what is the most important thing about this wonderful ingredient called as the Panchanimba Churnam. So my dear friends, synergistic composition of Ayurveda, as you all know that Ayurveda contains 15 antioxidant fruits along with the goodness of this 4 Ayurvedic composite formulations as well, which means that starting from acai berry, pineapple, pear, blackberry, blueberry, all these antioxidant fruits. So whenever you look into the color of the antioxidant fruits, they contain some natural compounds called as the anthocyanins. I'd like to repeat this again. All the fruits contain a natural component called as the anthocyanins, which gives the color to the fruits. But these anthocyanins are wonderful antioxidants which provide the best immunity to the human body. So all these 15 antioxidant fruits will provide the best immunity to the human body. And that is the reason why this wonderful product Ayurveda is coupled with the goodness of Ayurveda as well as the antioxidant capabilities of these 15 fruits. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So friends, it is always better to consume Ayurveda, one fluid ounce in the morning, which is 30 ml in the morning, half an hour before the breakfast, and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before the dinner. It can be taken for longer duration without worrying much about the side effects. But for children, it is always important to be given below 8 years of age. Above 8 years of age, not below 8 years of age. Below 8 years of age, it should not be given. Above 8 years of age, it can be given without worrying much about the side effects. Till the geriatric age groups, it can be safely given without worrying about the side effects. So friends, it is not only the diseased people that we are giving Ayurveda, it can be given for otherwise healthy population as well. So it should be given for otherwise healthy population because as I told you previously, immunity is a thing which should be built over a period of time. Immunity is very important for not getting sick with the disease. It is for not getting the disease. It is for not getting sick with the disease. This is very important. So that the forthcoming disease can also be prevented by these immune boosting supplements. So it is always important for you to give these immune boosting supplements on a regular basis to otherwise healthy individuals also. I hope my point is clear. It is not a replacement for mainstream medications. It can be taken along with other medications as well. It has least to no side effects. So friends, thank you very much for patiently watching this KYP session. Let us all spread the word of wellness across the globe. Thank you very much. Over to Ms. Sonam for the questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful session, sir. And as Sir said, let's share Ayurveda with all our near and dear ones and make this world a better place to live in. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining in. So we have two questions. So yeah, quickly we can finish that. Yeah, so first question is, will Ayurveda help on head heaviness and dizziness, etc.?
Yeah, so I got the question.
Yeah.
Whenever such fruit products are given for heaviness of the head or dizziness, one thing has to be taken care of. It should not be given in the freezed condition. Either it is iPulse or iWave for that matter. Whenever you are giving it for conditions like, the heaviness of the head, like sinusitis or dizziness or something, it is always important. It should be taken out of the refrigerator. When it comes to the room temperature, then it has to be administered. You can give around 30 ml twice daily, not an issue, but give it in normal temperature. Don't give it in freezed condition.
Okay, so got it. The next question is how to suggest Ayurveda for low sugar person and how to suggest hypothyroid person and hyperthyroid person.
See, for a hypoglycemic patient, like a low sugar individual, it can be given in a similar way. 30 ml twice daily, half an hour before the meals can be given. Because as everybody knows that this does not contain sugar. So there is no problem with diabetes actually. So because it contains the sugar from the fruits called as fructose, which is not having any major problems with diabetes. So it can be given definitely. And even for hypothyroidism cases, as I told you, vulnerable organs are there inside the body. So as a supplement, definitely it can be given 30 ml twice daily, half an hour before the food itself.
Okay. That's all for today. Thank you so much for answering the question, sir.
Thank you
thank you so much everyone for joining in. And we have, as you